Meanwhile, Lords celebrating National Girls and Women's in Sports Day at halftime of the men's game within this doubleheader. The Grey Wolves, playing from behind early, Ethan Damarum elevates to the cup to make it a one-possession game early. But the Golden Eagles were on fire, shooting 58% in the first half. And that Mason Brooks buzzer beater caps it off as Cornerstone's lead was at 19. Lords then turns to the whack player of the week, Joey Holyfield. Jumper's good. He dropped 19. Sean Monroe led all scorers with 22, but the deficit was just too great as Lords suffers their third loss of the season, 89-75. Mason Lowry now with Scoop Miller to break down what went wrong.
Are you familiar with the concept of Murphy's Law, the idea that anything that can go wrong will go wrong? I feel like when Mr. Murphy came up with that theory, he was thinking of the first 20 minutes for the Grey Wolves tonight.
Boy, you're exactly right. Just not the start that Lords had envisioned, but credit Cornerstone. They set the tone early. They came out, knocked down some shots, got some confidence, but their defense was lights out. They dominated the glass, a convincing win here tonight.
Yeah, they went on a 37-10 run. The 8-minute mark, it was a 21-21 game. It spiraled away from the Grey Wolves in a hurry. I think they deserve an awful lot of credit the way they came back in the final 8 minutes of this game or so. The deficit was as big as 28, but there was just ultimately way too big of a mountain to climb.
It really was, and that's a credit to Cornerstone. They just kept playing. They knew this Lords team is very dangerous. The stat that really jumped out at me, Mason, the fact that for the game, Lords just 6 assists compared to 19 for Cornerstone. I think that speaks volumes about the defense that they came to play tonight. They just forced Lords to do a lot of one-on-one. And Lords, who's been so good in the glass all year, completely dominated. Cornerstone plus 12 in rebounding margin. More than enough to get the job done here tonight.
They're going to have to get over it in a hurry because maybe the biggest game of the season is now looming on Saturday. Lords and Madonna in what will be a battle for first place outright.
No question about it. They both now have 2 losses, so if you're Lords, you can't hang your heads. You got work to do. You've got everything in front of you. You control your own destiny. You have to regroup. You have to find a way to get over this loss. You got plenty to play for, no question about it.
Just the second loss of the season for the Grey Wolves. They're tripped up here at home by Cornerstone.